Hello everyone, this is Asif. In this video, I'll be walking you through how to use NeuronWriter API. For this demo, I'll be using ActivePieces and AiTable, but the process remains the same irrespective of what system you're using. So if you're using Google Sheet or any other system, you can just follow along. I'll keep this video really short and simple. Let's start by accessing the API documentation from NeuronWriter. So once you're logged into NeuronWriter, you just go into your profile and we've got Neon API access. Here we've got a link for documentation and the API key. Never share your key with anyone. Once I'm done with this video, I will generate a new key. So here in this documentation, it gives you all the details on how to make an API call. So here, this is the endpoint. We have a new query, get list, and we have an example. I find examples to be really helpful. I usually make an API call just using an example. So we've got clearly mentions what the header is supposed to be and what the data will be passing it through JSON. So this one's going to be really simple. Okay, for this demo, I've already created a data sheet in AiTable. We've got keywords, and keywords is what we will enter, and this is going to trigger the flow. So the trigger for the active pieces is going to be a new record that's added into the AiTable. So once we enter a new keyword, it's going to perform the new analysis and it will populate all the fields in here. So for this demo, I want to keep it really simple, so I haven't added many fields. Um, this is just so you understand how API call works. You can be creative and you can get as much detail as you want from there. So let's start by making a HTTP call first. So this one's, I've already set that up. So we've got a new trigger for the keyword. So once a keyword's been added to the data sheet, what we want to do is we want to send a HTTP call or make an API call to the NeuronWriter to get a new query. So here, let's follow this documentation to set this up. So the endpoint is going to be this URL plus the API method. So we're doing HTTP request. Method's going to be post. The URL is this. Plus we're going to append your query in there. Right. Next up, let's have a look at the example that we've got here. So headers, we need to set 3 headers up. X API key, accept and content type. So let's set this one up. Right, for API key, I'll copy this API key in here. This for accept, and we've got content type application JSON. Right, now for the body, we're going to send it up as JSON, and this is what we need. So we'll copy this. Right, project, I've created a new demo project in here. So the way to get the project ID is once you get in the project here in the URL. So this is the project ID. We'll copy that. That's a bit. So keyword. We'll leave this blank for now. We will pull this detail from the data sheet. Engine. I'm happy with google.co.uk and language is English. Okay, we've got the JSON set up and we have the header set up. So all we need now is we need to pass the keyword that we enter in the datasheet in AiTable. So what I'll do is I'll add a new row. So let's type it in as, for this demo, I'm just going to type here as NeuronWriter API. And this one should trigger this. So successfully passed. And now here, what we're going to do is we're going to replace this with the keyword that we got from AiTable. So this is the keyword that we got. So we want to just pass that. And when you do a new query, it will take up one of your monthly allowance. So if you're on a gold plan, sorry, I forgot to mention, API is only accessible for anyone who's on gold plan or above. So if you're not on gold, you won't be able to access the API key. And it does use an allowance. So if you gold plan gives you 75 content analysis. So every time you send a new query, one of your allowance will be taken off. So I'll just do test step. In the new query, it did say that it's going to take about 60 seconds for it to complete the analysis. So what we're going to do is for the demo, we're going to set a delay up for 75 seconds. So just to make sure that we got the results. Sorry, delay. Delay. We're going to set the delay for 75 seconds. So 60 seconds is what they recommend. We'll add some extra just to make sure that we do have the result back. And the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to get the results back from NeuronWriter. So we've done the new query. The next one's going to be a get one. So again, it's going to be this URL with the append of get. So another HTTP call. So an HTTP is going to be post. URL is going to be the URL plus get query. Right, this header is going to be the same again. So we'll have to pass the same headers for new and get. Let's see if I can copy the details. Let's get back to the example. It's easy to get the details from here. Accept. Type API key. Let me get my API key. Accept will pass application JSON, and content type is going to be the same. Right, so let's look at the documentation for get. So in JSON, all we will be sending is the ID of the query. Okay. Right, what we'll do is we can map the query that we've just done and get the details from there. So body type, again, that this is going to be JSON. Gonna write query. The way the JSON works is you have to pass key value pairs. So query, as I said, and then we're gonna get the query ID from the first HTTP request that we sent. So go into body, and this is what we've got here. Right, I think we're good. Sorry, needs to be in double quotes. All right, that's good. Let's do a test step, and hopefully now we should get the results back from NeuronWriter. There you go. So that's worked. So these are all the details that we've got back from the analysis that we've done for the word NeuronWriter API. Again, what we're going to do for this demo is we're just going to add these details onto the data sheet, but you can pass this on to OpenAI and request the content to be generated based on these terms. Okay, we've got all the data from NeuronWriter, so what we'll do is we'll update the data sheet by adding a new AiTable update record. We'll keep that really simple. I don't want to take a lot of time. We'll just map a couple of fields just to demonstrate that it's worked. Record ID, we're just going to map this record ID from here. So here, we're just going to map the last field, content basic. Content text. So these are all the terms that we're going to get. All right, that is a success. Let's publish this flow. Okay, once the mapping's done, I can see that we've got the basic terms in here. So it was successful and we got the terms back. I hope this has been informative, and if you have any questions or if you would like me to make any other videos, just drop me a message and I'll happy to do so. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck.